Hey, what's good, Rich Minds? It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be about it's not that bad. Yes, sir. See, I need y'all to understand something, right? I want you to understand whatever you thinking about, whatever's going on in your life, whatever obstacle that you encountering, it's not that bad. See, a lot of us, all of us actually, has went through a lot of things. We all go through every day, right? Let's just be real, man. We all go through things every day. Like, we cannot escape the trials and error of life. We can't escape getting a flat tire. We can't escape somebody lying on us, lying to us, cheating on us, right? We can't escape that. I need you to understand something. It's gonna always be some bull that come in your life. It's gonna always be somebody that lie to you. It's gonna always be somebody that steal from you. Whether they stealing your time, your energy, your passion, your idea. I mean, just anything. People are gonna do the unthinkable. It's people, and we all are imperfect, so we all are flawed. So we can't say that, oh, this person is better than that person. This person is better than that person. I'm better than that person. No, we all the same thing. Like, we all are in the same boat. We all bleed and we all can die. We all need air to breathe. We all can die. So what I'm saying is that nobody is better than the other. But at the end of the day, although people are gonna do these things, understand that your situation is not that bad. And today I want to give y'all 5 things and 5 reasons to know that it's not that bad. So tune in. So the first one, it's all in your mind. Yes, sir. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? It's all in your mind, meaning it's psychological. So you may be thinking the worst. You may be thinking that people is laughing at you, talking about you. I'm talking about you behind your back, looking at your shoes, looking at your eyes, looking at everything. And people, I'm gonna tell y'all this, y'all. In reality, people don't give a damn. People are not looking at you the way you think that they are, right? People are not looking at you the way that you think they are. You think people are analyzing from your toenails to your hair. Like, don't get me wrong. Us as human beings, we're always going to be observant of certain things. But I want to say this. You may have a stain on your shirt. You may have a stain on your pants or your shorts, whatever. And you may say, man, dang, I was fresh, bro, but I got a stain right here. Uh-oh. Now I know that you got a stain. I didn't know you had a stain, but now I know you got that stain on your clothes. Now I know you got that stain on your shirt. Now I know you got that stain on your shorts. And what I'm saying is that sometimes the things in our mind is automatically spotlighted. Yes, sir. See, right now, you thinking that, oh man, I'm finna walk inside this building, my hair tore up, my shoes got a hole in it, whatever the case is, and you actually start spotlighting it by you showing that insecurity. And I get it. We all have insecurities. We all are insecure about something, but the key is to work on that insecurity. The key is to make sure that you improve that insecurity. The key is to make sure that you don't show nobody else. You got to walk in confidence. You got to move in confidence. You got to talk with confidence. Like, you can't show a person, you can't show a person that, man, I feel uncertain about this, because the moment you do that, that's the moment they're going to start coming at you. That's when they gonna do it. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Out of all the animals, my favorite animal will actually be a dog, right? I love dogs. For all y'all cat lovers, whatever the case is, more power to y'all. But I love dogs, right? So when it comes to a dog, as much as I love them and as much as I like them, if you show fear to a dog, they're going to automatically start barking at you. They're going to automatically start trying to, or they may just start playing with you a little rough. They may not mean no harm, but they see that you're scared of them, so they're going to start approaching you even more. But when you show a dog that you're not scared, they're going to act like they got some sense. And that's the same thing with this. Like, look, you may be uncertain about whatever it is. You may be insecure about whatever it is. But the moment you show them that you was insecure, it's the moment that they're gonna go ham on it. Now, oh, okay, yeah, you could have wore a different shirt. Yeah, you could have wore a different pair of pants. Oh man, now I see the shoes. And it's only because you show and reveal that weakness. You show and reveal that insecurity. And now they gonna ride it. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? So I want to say this. It's all in your head. It's all psychological. It's not that bad. All right, moving on, y'all. So the next one, pick up the pieces. And what I mean by pick up the pieces is you got to pick up the pieces because it's not that bad the way you think, the way you're thinking about it. So your credit may be shot, right? You may not have a job, right? Somebody may left you. You may have a divorce, or you may have a marriage, or whatever the case is. It's not that bad. A person may left you as far as a friendship. It's not that bad. Literally, y'all, my apartment burnt down. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all that story. I was attending the Art Institute of Atlanta, and this is when my dad was in jail. Actually, he was in prison. You know what I'm saying? He was serving, I think he served like 2 years in coastal Savannah, right on the compound. Long story short, y'all, I was actually writing him a letter. So I'm writing him a letter. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Write my pops, because I haven't saw him, I haven't heard from him. As I'm writing my pops, you know, I decided to cook some hot dogs. So I had hot dogs and fries on the stove. Hot dogs, of course, was in boiling water, and I had my fries, which was in hot grease. So I didn't even put no fries inside of the grease, right? So y'all watch this. I didn't even put no fries inside the grease. So the pot is boiling. I mean, the pot is boiling the grease, and I got my hot dog on the other eye. So with that being said, I'm in a room just writing a letter. I'm thinking everything cool. I come out the room, nobody's in the kitchen. No, like I'm the only one that's in the common area. I go in, I see a little flame. Whatever. I see the flame. I say, you know what? Let me toss some water on that. It gets bigger. I'm like, yo, what's the problem? Now, knowing what I know now, I would have had better luck if I just tossed the cover over it, right? So I would have had better luck if I just would have tossed the cover over it. No. With me, again, the difference between the rich man and the poor man is information. Sometimes the difference between a person who is healthy or a person who gets saved and the person who dies or the person who's unhealthy is information. Sometimes you gotta know, and that's a perfect example. I did not know what could still hurt me. So I put water on the grease fire, not understanding that it was only gonna flame it more. It was gonna ignite it more. So when I put the water on it, it got bigger, it got bigger, it got bigger. Long story short, y'all. Long story short, my apartment burnt down. Right? Now, it didn't burn down literally all the way, but the whole kitchen area was burnt down. And I stayed in Dunwoody. Anybody who know about Dunwoody around the Atlanta area knows that it's a great spot. It's a great place. So I'm staying in Dunwoody, right? As I'm staying in Dunwoody, this spot, this place, it's the whole apartment kitchen area burns down. And it's flooded out because the sprinklers come on. And when the sprinkler come on, it's over with. You're gonna have to get the people in there to make sure they take care of the problem that happened. So with that being said, y'all, after that situation happened, I'm sitting here like, man, dang, man, I'm a F up, man, I messed up, I did this, I did that, just beating myself up, right? Beating myself up. Now, mind you, I'm an 18-year-old kid, but at the end of the day, going to college was my ticket out. That was my ticket out, so I'm thinking in my head automatically, dang, bro, you done messed up. Now you finna go back home. I'm just beating myself up, endlessly beating myself up. But you know what? After I went through what I went through, because we had to move after that, but after I went through what I went through, I realized that, man, it's not that bad. I still got my life. I'm still breathing. I'm going to another place. I mean, I probably burnt something down. And after I burnt down the crib, I didn't get a refund check for like 2 years. Maybe like 2 whole years. I think they took my refund check to pay for the place. But I didn't get a refund check for like almost 2 years. And definitely a year and a half for sure. But with that being said, I realized that it wasn't that bad. I'm still breathing. I'm still walking. I still got my arms. I still got my legs. I still got my fingers. I'm still able to go to school. I'm still able to get my education. I mean, like, bro, it's not that bad. And even though I beat myself up, I realized that, bro, it's not that bad. So what I'm trying to tell you is that pick up the pieces. Start off where you left. Start back where you left off. If you got to get your credit right, get your credit right. If you got to, fix the marriage, fix the marriage. Or if you want to hop back in the game, deal with that and then get back in the game and start dating, start back dating. But pick up the pieces. Start back where you left off. Because it's never going to get better if you sit in that situation, if you sit in that turmoil, if you just sit there, it's never going to get better. So understand this, y'all. It's not that bad, whatever you're going through. Number 3, y'all. It's temporary. Yes, sir. It's temporary. So when I say temporary, I mean like this. You may be in a situation and you feel like the worst. I'm talking about your dog died, your cat died, mom died, dad died, somebody done cheated on you, lied on you. I mean, the worst things and activities has happened to you. But what I want you to understand is that life is temporary itself. So one day we all gonna leave here. It's temporary. One day somebody's gonna leave your life. It's temporary. Whatever you're going through is temporary. So my biggest advice to that is to understand this. Never make a permanent decision off of a temporary emotion. Meaning, if you make that permanent decision, understand that that lifelong decision that you just made, that's gonna cost you over something that's temporary. That's not even a good business move, right? That's not good in politics. So if you're on a job and a person just came in and they pissed off, you pissed off at the way they acting towards you, right? But let's just say that they're the manager. Right? Let's just say they're the manager or they're the boss, whatever the case is. They over you, but you don't like the way they treat you. Yes, sir. You don't like what they're saying to you. They ain't put their hands on you, but you just don't like their energy, right? And you decide to haul off and punch the manager, or you decide to haul off and quit your job with no plan, with no type of plan. You just made a permanent decision from a temporary emotion. Now, by all means, I'm a spiritual brother. If God told you that you need to leave, if God told you that it's time for you to get up out of there, I never get in between that. But what I am saying is, if you don't got no plan, if God ain't said nothing to you, and you just made that decision because somebody you don't like, the manager you don't like, they talking about you, whatever. Look, I'm telling you right now, you just made a permanent decision off of a temporary emotion. Meaning you still got rent coming up. You still got insurance coming up. You still got gas, lights, whatever the case is. You still got all these bills coming up, but you done made a permanent decision off of a temporary emotion. And that's the same thing with you, man. Like, you got to understand, life is going to keep going. You're going to have ups and you're going to have downs. You're going to have a time when you feel good. You're going to have a time when you feel bad. Look, I get it all the time. Some days I wake up, I'm like, man, I'm that dude. And then some days I wake up and be like, bro, I don't even feel like waking up today. You know what I'm saying? But it's the reality of being a human being. I just want you to understand, your situation is not that bad. All right, so number 4, y'all. Somebody is doing worse. Look, y'all, I stay in Atlanta. So when I'm driving, when I'm riding on the road, I see a lot of homeless people. I see people that's on a bridge, up under a bridge. I see people that's, walking. And then I'm talking about literally, they walking with no clothes. And sometimes, they don't got no shoes on. And I'm like, bro, life can't get no worse than that. You at the bottom of the bottom. You're at the bottom. But the funny thing is, a homeless person can sometimes feel better and happier than a person with money. Why? Because they don't have no stress. Why? Because they don't have no bills. Why? Because they've come at peace where they are in life, their position in life. And see, a lot of people with money are not happy. A lot of people with money are not happy. They mad, they stressed, they got this going on, don't nobody love them. And that's the same thing. Like, I need you to understand, somebody is always doing worse. And if a homeless person can do worse, if a homeless person can do so bad and they still find a way to smile, then you can too. So what? That person left you. So what? That person lied on you. So what? That person is slandering your name. So what? So what? That job fire you, right? So what? That job fires you. Look, I had a job, right? And I got in a car accident. I legitimately got in a car accident. I'll never forget this, y'all. I was working as an agent for the temp service. So, I had a little power. I had my suit and tie. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there with a little power. I had the ability to fire or hire someone. It was a cool experience, but it wasn't always what it sounded like. It wasn't all that. You feel me? Because the salary was still like 36 to 40K a year. So it really wasn't nothing. I was just a man with a suit and tie with a little power. That's it. So when I was working there, I had only worked there for like a month, 2 months. I was just coming from the UPS warehouse, right? So I'm coming from the UPS warehouse. I got a call. She like, hey, do you want to work here? You sound like a pretty good guy. Cause I was looking for a job. She couldn't find me no job. Once I got that call, I said, man, I'll take anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Like, bro, I don't feel like it's sanity or sane for a man to be in a warehouse stacking up boxes. I just don't see how a person can actually, I can't do it. It wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? So I get the call. She said, you can come work for us, yada, yada, yada. So I'm thinking that, okay, this is an opportunity where I can build, grow, do something, get in the suit and tie, feel important, but do something just for my psychological benefit. Just get out that truck. So I get the job. I'm working there. I worked there for like a month, 2 months. One day I woke up, I was like, man, I do not want to go to work. for some reason, I just got the I don't want to go to work bug. So I realized, I said, you know what, man? Just go, bro. Push yourself. Push yourself. At the end of the day, when it's only you, you can't depend on mama. You can't depend on daddy. You a grown man. So with that being said, you gotta stand on grown principles. Ain't nobody finna do nothing for you, especially as a black man. Let's just be real. So I'm on the way to work. Next thing you know, man, this fool just pull out in front of me. This fool pull out in front of me. I hit him. Boom. But he's in the wrong, right? I get my police report, the whole nine. He's in the wrong. I'm out of work for like 2-3 days. So the first day, they was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. Second day, hey, take your time, whatever you want, whatever you need to do, whatever you got to do. Just hey, we working with you. Third day, hey, I just want to let you know it's not working out. We gotta let you go. What? I just got in the car accident. Do you have any sympathy for what I got going on? Do you have any type of sympathy, right? No sympathy at all. So what I'm saying is that, look, somebody is always doing worse. Somebody is always doing worse. What I said, you know what? Although I got fired, somebody is doing worse than me. Somebody is on the bridge, on the curb, looking for a breadstick, looking for a fish stick. They ain't got nothing to eat. And I'm over here complaining because I got fired. Yes, I got rent coming up. Yes, I got insurance coming up. Yes, I got all these bills coming up. But let me just sit back and just reflect for a minute. I still got my arms. I got my legs. I still have a way to make some money. Meaning, even if I got an Uber, I have a brain. I can figure something out. But the fact of what I'm saying is that I can sit here and be like, oh man, look, my bills is due. I need help. Somebody, I can sit here and cry and moan all day. I can sit here and do that all day, or I can put my overalls on, get to work, make a way, blaze my own path, and make something happen. Yes, sir. And that's what I'm trying to say with you. Somebody is always doing worse. Life gonna hit you with a 1, 2, 3 combination, but it's all about what you do about it. See, life is about what you do and not what happens to you. See, it rained on the rich. And it rained on the poor. It rained on the unhealthy. It rained on the healthy. It rained on everybody. But the difference of the difference is it's about what that particular person do. Now let me say this. Now it's gonna be people who are just blessed with a silver spoon. I'm not taking that away. I'm not saying that it's not gonna be people who they 10 steps ahead of you by default. Just because they mom or dad did the right thing, or just because it was passed down wealth, generational. So sometimes life is unfair. Life is unfair. And that's why I got my book Fairly Unequal. You know what I'm saying? Fairly Unequal. But what I want to say is life is unfair. So sometimes, yes, people, you're going to be doing worse than a lot of other people. And it's going to seem like nobody is doing worse than you. But it's always one person that's doing way worse than you. Understand that. It's not that bad. All right, y'all. And the last one, number 5. You have an amazing life ahead of you. You have an amazing life ahead of you. Meaning, right now, what you're going through, this does not matter. Right? And it kind of goes back to number 4. It's temporary. But the reason why I separated this is because I want to say this. You have a nice life. You have an amazing life ahead of you. Tyler Perry lived in his car. Steve Harvey lived in his car. Everybody's path is different. I'm not saying you gotta live in your car. I'm not saying you gotta be like Steve Harvey or Tyler Perry. But what I am saying is, do you think them brothers thought that they'll be what they are right now? Tyler Perry is a billionaire. Steve Harvey is a multi-millionaire. Do you think that those brothers would be, or thought that they would be what they are right now? No. I guarantee you, they did not think that they would be there where they are right now. What I'm telling you is, right now, you may be going through the rain. You may be going through the hurt. You may be going through the pain right now. Yes, sir. But what I'm trying to tell you is that it's not that bad. The reason why is, check this out, y'all. If you was, let's just say you was homeless. You homeless, your girlfriend left you, right? Straight acrimony style. So your girlfriend, your wife left you. And that's a whole nother thing. Women watching this, I know what you're going to say about the whole Taraji thing. She was holding them down. But I'm making a point. This is an analogy. So what I'm saying is, your wife left you. You're homeless. You trying to make it happen. You chasing your dream, whatever the case is. And you working at a fast food restaurant. You know, a busboy, a server, whatever you are. Right? Do you think that you would take anything back if God came to you personally, or if he sent a messenger to you personally, if he said, hey, look, you're going to go through this, that, and the third. Your wife going to leave you, she going to lie to you, she going to cheat on you, you're going to get divorced, you're going to have to work as a server, mopping the floors, whatever the case is. Do you think that if he came to you and said all that and said, but in 2 years, you're going to be a multimillionaire? Just understand what I'm saying. Do you think that you're going to have a problem if he say you can go through all that, but in 2 years you're going to be a multi-millionaire? You ain't going to have no problem because you know in 2 years you're going to be a multi-millionaire. You'll probably start scrubbing the floors. You'll probably start washing the walls. So what I'm saying is that, look, you have an amazing life ahead of you. You have an amazing life ahead of you. And there's nothing that no one can do to stop, block, or take that away from you. They can't shake it, break it, or manipulate it. It's all for you. What's for you is for you. And what I'm saying is that it's not that bad. So whatever you're going through right now, whatever problem you're encountering, whatever problem that you see, whatever is in front of your eyes, it's not that bad because it's only temporary. All you gotta do is pick up the pieces. It's all in your head. It's psychological. Somebody is doing worse than you, and you have an amazing life right ahead of you, y'all. So look, if that resonated with you, I need you to tune in. I need you to subscribe, click that bell. I need to make sure that you subscribe to my Instagram. Go over to my Instagram. Make sure that you subscribe. It's operating just like a Patreon, so it's a monthly subscription, but it's only $4.99. Listen, $4.99 for all the free game, personalized videos, customized videos, lives, mentoring, coaching, all for the price of $4.99 per month. So make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you check out my books, Rich Mentality, Fairly Unequal, Traumatized by Love, and 8 Steps to Self-Publishing a Successful Book. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube. Once again, I need y'all to keep a rich mentality. Peace.